See the game more clearly with high-definition spectacle lenses from Norville Opticians.
And having done countless pre-seasons before, where do you feel you are within the general scheme of things? Happy?
Personally? Yeah, very happy actually. It's the business end of pre-season and I'm fighting fit, which wasn't the case last year, so I can't complain.
And how much of a relief is that to be sort of in this condition going into a season rather than having to play catch-up, which just always makes things more difficult?
Yeah, it was difficult last year, especially playing catch-up with a new set of coaches as well, so it's sort of catch-up and trying to prove a point as well. But you have these massive chunks of pre-season conditioning and the rugby learning side of things as well, but at the same time your first game is always a blow and it's always a struggle, and no matter how fit you are, those first couple of games are horrific, and it's just about pushing yourself through them and getting yourself ready.
And is that what you've got to do, actually, just sort of that pain barrier, just get the body used to that sort of level of impact which you can't quite replicate in training?
Yeah, I mean that's it, you can get close to replicating it, but it's never quite going to be a game, is it? So it's about getting your body and your mind ready, and testing your mind and your body under those conditions. You've done a lot of stuff in training which might start to look good and start to come together as the weeks progress, but you've got to make sure it then turns up on a Saturday.
I suppose it's a long way from being a demon in the water polo pool, isn't it?
What was it, the manatee? Was that my nickname? No, that was good. It was a nice little a break from things as well, sort of bit of recovery, bit of fun on a Wednesday morning, so that was enjoyable, but no, that's gone now.
Is Bath the ideal opposition for a pre-season game? Because of who they are, it's always going to have that competitive edge, which is, I suppose, kind of what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to test yourself against the best and make sure then you've probably got a good gauge of where you are at the start of the season, and you never really know where you are until that the whistle blows to start that first game. But all you can do is sort of test yourself against good opposition, and we're certainly doing that with Bath and Exeter.
Competition for places in the front row this year seems to have gone up at a real level. How have you sort of found the environment with obviously all the new faces coming in, and people like yourself and Dan Murphy and Jan Thomas still here?
So I think as I get older, you get used to the faces changing, and I'm sure at some point it'll be my face that goes. So you do kind of adjust to it slowly, but at the same time, competition is healthy. No one wants to sit on the benches. Everyone wants to end up playing, but to get the best out of yourselves and each other, you have to be challenging each other on a daily basis. And with four of us competing for one position, that's exactly what happens.
How do you go about winning that number one shirt, though?
Well, I've got 2 more games before Newcastle away, and I've got to make sure I do enough in those 2 games to be challenging for Friday the 16th.
But what are the key elements to actually making sure that you're the one who's selected? And I suppose, is there that thing of, do you see yourself as the number one loosehead? Is there that sort of pride around the position with yourself?
No, I don't see myself as anything like that. I see myself as in the same boat as the other 3 guys, that we're all fighting for a spot. We've all got points to prove. We've all got different strengths and weaknesses to our game, so it's about putting those across, and ultimately we're going to be judged on set piece, on defence, and then obviously the little bits we can bolt on outside that are a bonus. But we have a very basic game as a prop. It's about hard work, it's about physicality, it's about set piece, and if I can deliver those, then hopefully I'll be in the mix.